Hello, today we will talk about the lead management in ERP Gold system. So I just uploaded 20 leads from import export files. That was the leads I received from a pre-event attendee list, and I uploaded that into my lead section. So as you can see that these are the leads coming in the section. There were 20 leads that I added, and they're all those 20 is in my lead section right now. So let's talk about how we handle the leads in this. If we click on a name of the company, we will land on the page. This page has the complete details about that company. We can change the name of the company if we want to. We can have it OS systems, and one of the things this is required in the system is the name of the company, and then we have to select the category of the industry that the company belongs to. If you don't know exactly, you can select the nearest industry that this company belongs to. So as I know, this company is in construction, so we will select the industry construction, and it will bring up the sub-industries in construction. I know this is in home automation system, so I will type in home, and it will bring me some of the sub-industries in construction. And here's the one which I want: home automation system installation. After selecting this, there is already a street address. If you want to change that, or city or zip code or state, you can do that as well. Since I know all this is correct and we don't need to change anything, we don't have to. This phone number in this section is here as a company's main phone number. We can enter any number. As I will just enter a number, just to fill in the data. But this section basically is company's main phone line and main number, fax number, web URL, primary SIC code. If you know that. If you don't know the next code, that's fine. If you know the company size, so this company is between 10 to 19 employee size. I don't know the year establishment on that. Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, whatever you'd like to put in. The more data you have in the system, the better system will be able to serve you. The next thing is the lead status. So this lead is an open lead. It just received it, so we'll be working on it. Select the open. You can select your own categories based on how you work in your environment: inactive, complete, unqualified, qualified. So the first one is an open. You can add new categories just by clicking on it, and you can name it anything. For example, you want to name it as working, and you just hit create, and it will be showing up in the list here as working. The next thing is the lead source. So we got that list from a source of an exhibition show, so I'll select that. As again, if you wanted to add any other lead source, you can click on this and add a name, given a name of your lead source. The third point on this is lead assigned to. So if you have multiple people in your team and multiple team members that would like to work with you, or they are working with you, you can select a name from the list, and you can assign that lead to that particular person, and he will get a notification on the email that a lead has been assigned to you. Lead generated by that, you know who generated it. If you generated it, or if somebody else generated it, you can select it right there. In the lead assign list, the person who will be showing up here has to be in the system. You cannot just enter an email address. You have to have that system, that the person enrolled in the system as a user. Then his email address will be showing up here. In other details, you can add, the last contact time and the contact medium, but it is normally shows up after you first save the lead. Company description. You can type the description about the company, that what the company does. Home security system installation. and then you can just save here or save changes, or you can say that I like to save an exit, or I like to save a new, or you can just save changes and it will come back. So it will, let's save changes here, and it will come back to the same system. As you can see, the message is here that this lead has been assigned to that particular person and the record has been saved. Now, here is the main contact person for that particular lead. That's Benjamin. What we can do is we can edit that, and we can say, no, we want to have somebody else here, and change the name, or you can change the last name. You can define a role. If he is a decision maker, he's an administrator, broker, or we'll say he's an administrator. Here's an email address that will pop up the emails in with your correspondence. So for example, this was an email address that I have put in um, as a demo data, but I'll change it to an address that will bring in some emails. So email address, and if you have another email address, you can add it here as well. Phone number, this is the phone number. You can also use the company phone number, or you can have, if you have a direct phone number, you can use that, or a mobile number. And then here you select if this person is the primary contact for this company, or it is the person which is not a primary contact for this company. It's just an optional, but I normally say on the first contact that's the primary contact. As we move on the lead, which you can change that. So once we save it, it will update the record, and here you can see that it brings up the emails that has been going back and forth with this. Initially, when you're uploading a lead, you may not have emails because you have not started corresponding with that particular person, but because I was going to show the demo, so I have sent some emails to this address. So this is from, and this is to, so these emails have gone from this address to this address, and you have received email addresses from this to yourself. Over here you can see that if you click on any of that, and it will bring up the details of the message, and if there is any attachments, to also bring up the attachments. So this is here how it brings up all the details. Now if you have any notes that you would like to add, you can click over here and you can say, okay, I met the person I met him in person, and I can say that in person. And you can type in your notes about that meeting, or for the next contact. Here you can set up the action date, that when would you like to follow up. So let's say I wanted to follow up with this person in the next week on Thursday, and I would like to set up my time that I would like to show up, follow up with this person about like 11 o'clock in the morning, and it's saved. So the note has been saved, and you can see that it's coming up in the list. What you can also do is, if you want to mark this action date in your calendar, you can just click on the ICF file, or if you have a Google Calendar or Yahoo Calendar, you can do that as well. I normally mark it as an ICF file. So what it will do, it will download the file into my on my system, where I can open up the file and add it into my Outlook account. So sometimes it takes a little bit time to get it fully downloaded and add it into the Outlook account. So I'll show you. This is so how it is. It comes up as a follow up, and if I hit save and close, it will add up into my calendar. No, I don't want to save it. Let's go back to the screen where we have the lead management. Yeah, one more thing, that once you have that lead follow up successfully, and hopefully that becomes your customer, you can just hit this button, convert to the customer, and it will be converted as a customer and added up into the customer management portal. Let's go back to the leads, and we see what we have here. So in this system, we saw that for this account, we see that here's the message that we have with the person, or the notes. We can say that it's showing up over here. We can send a quick email right from here to that person, and if you click on it, it will open up your email browser, and you can send an email right from here. And if you have another communication, you can just click on that, and you can add more notes. and you can say that these were through your email or through your phone. And again, if you wanted to set up another follow-up with that person, you can set up a follow-up from here and you can hit save. As you can see that it's changed now. It says more notes, which was based on your last notes. This section can also be organized by just clicking here and drag and drop this. That means that all the companies will follow up with the will be um, arranged in a company name order. If I like to see that how many companies that we have or the leads that we have from the state wise, we can do this, and we can see that we're how is the state looking. So we have most of the leads from the state of Michigan, and it's all lined up in this format. We can do that as well, that how then we can group by this by the city. So if there is more companies from one city, so these are three companies is from one city, and they are organized by state and then by the city. So this is something you can play with. Uh, the next thing is that in the system, you can also click on the name of the header, and it will ascend or descend. It will organize the list based on the alphabet ascend and descend. Um, Follow-ups. So if you click on the follow-up, it will show that how your follow-ups are set up. So we just set up a one follow-up for OS systems, and it is the action date is on March 3rd, on March 2nd, 2017. It can also show this week's follow-up or the past due follow-ups. If you have past due follow-up, these were past due follow-ups. We can look at it. We can set up our new notes. So for example, we can set up our new notes on this. We go into that, and we look at it, that what were the last correspondence with them. Okay, we have a next week call, and we can add more notes into that, and we can go back to the leads. There is an advanced view. Advanced view is basically gives a little bit more details on the front page. And again, this is all customizable, that if you need something that is more to your needs and how you want it, you wanted to add more columns, you want to add more data on a view, we can do that. Please feel free to call us, contact us. The last one is that if you go back to the normal view, um, the in that normal view, you can also have an option if you wanted to delete. So you can delete all these, and you can also select that how many leads you wanted to look at in one page. You can select 10 or 20 or 15, 10 and 20. If I select 5, and if I select all of them and I hit delete, so they all will be deleted. Here you go. So all deleted. So it tells you the record deleted successfully. So every time system performs something, and there, the message of successful completion, and the message shows up on the lower right corner. You can search in between the leads. You can type in the company name and you can search. You can clear the search. So this is just a very, very easy and simple way of doing and organizing your leads. You can also, we will talk about in the next video, that how you can add leads from business listings. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching.